Oh, how this concept would just fix a lot of problems that we have today. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs! Released in 2009 and is directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who's behind the Lego franchise, the Lego Movie, Lego Batman. They kinda sorta directed Solo, a Star Wars story, before they were fired. And this movie stars Bill Hader, Anna Faris, Neil Patrick Harris, James Caan, Andy Samberg, Mr. T, and Bruce Campbell. Flint Lockwood is an aspiring scientist who lives on a small little island called Shallow Falls, a gray and very boring island where all they eat is sardines. But Flint has the drive to just do something with his life and something with his talents. And one day he finally invents a machine that actually does something, a weather device that creates food from water. But with a device like this, there is something bad that is bound to happen. And the reason why I have this in my collection is because when I used to work for Sears, which is just, that's a comedy in itself, right? But when I was working there, I was over by the TV section, and they would have this DVD that they would play on loop, and on there they would show the trailer for A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs over and over and over again. And it just got to the point where I decided I have to just see this movie. I have to see exactly what's going on because I have seen this trailer so many frickin' times. And I remember watching it once before and thinking it was good, just nothing that was very memorable. And watching it again, I'm probably still on that same boat. This movie is great to show to young minds, to children who are growing up that are looking for that creative, inventive spark. Here's a story about someone that didn't really fit in because they had all of these ideas and it was going against the norm of how others viewed the world and how other people think. And that is a great role model, that is a great message to show a young child, to teach them about conformity and how sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes though, you don't have to go with everyone else. If you believe that there is a better way, then by all means, go that better way that you think. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, who cares? I wish someone would have taught me that when I was growing up. It's a concept and it's a mindset that I had to learn for myself, thank God. But I know that there are many kids that grow up in certain families that say, nope, this is the only way, and they try to keep their mindset and their thinking to one linear type structure. They don't encourage thinking outside the box. So to see our lead character here, Flint, just constantly thinking outside of the box and thinking about striving for things that may seem unreachable, I think is very inspiring. And plus, if there is a message that this movie was trying to convey, whether it was to little kids or whether it was to the parents that was bringing their kids to the theater that year, is that consumerism is alive and well. If you want a movie that is anti-consumerism, here you go. Because once our lead character, Flint, develops this device and it's working and everyone's getting food from the sky, they start demanding, hey, I want this type of food for breakfast and I want this type of food for lunch. Hey, we want to create restaurants, we want to create theme parks based on this device of yours. Oh, and hey, could you combine this food with this food and do this? That's what we want. And as I'm watching it this time, I'm thinking, wow, this is Apple. This is Microsoft. This is the world that we live in. When we get a new computer, when we get a laptop, when we get an iPad or a tablet or a new phone, we want the next thing after that immediately. And we want it right away because it's going to make our lives even that more convenient and that much easier. Wow. Way to tackle that. But that's kind of what happens though, right? With a culture and a society that is very gray and doing the same thing, eating the same types of foods for years and years and years. When a new invention or something new comes along that seems better initially at first, yes, give us that and give us all of it. Give us a lot of it. Even if it means that eventually things are going to go wrong and cause chaos. Which it does here. And when it does, yes, we play into the fantastical with this movie. People start creating grilled cheese boats, and there is a tornado made out of spaghetti that we are riding, apparently. All done as fun little wheel spots for kids. And for adults, yeah, those parts are cute, but really they're for the children. Now this movie came out before Lord and Miller did other animated pictures like the Lego Movie and Lego Batman movie. And I feel like the heart and the message of those movies resonates more with all ages, a lot more than this movie. This movie, I would say it's definitely more of a kid's film. Yes, there are slight little nods to an older culture and to adults that are watching this movie, but mainly this is a fun ride for children. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. One of the scary things though when it comes to children's movies is that sometimes those films are made just to make something colorful and bright and flashy on screen to keep kids entertained for about an hour and a half, but there's no content, there's no message behind it, which I absolutely despise. If we're putting art out there for children to consume, let's put something out there that will have them think and have them learn a lesson and to have them receive a message. Not just because the parents need a babysitter for an hour and a half. This movie is not that at all. There is a great message here, and I think it's really, really nice for kids. Is it going to be a movie that I'm going to go back and watch again and again? No, probably not. I guess they made a sequel to this movie too, which I'm thinking, where do they go with this? But if we're focusing on this franchise, on just this singular story, I think it's a good time and a good message for children. I'm gonna give Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I pick which movie I'm watching next, and if you haven't noticed the little countdown at the bottom of my thumbnails leading up, the next movie review that I do is the 200th movie review that I have done on this channel. 200, which is absolutely insane. I started this channel little over 2 years ago, and I'm surprised that I've stuck with it this long. Again, I don't get paid for this. I haven't reached monetization yet. Eventually, down the road, would I like to? Yeah, sure, that's the goal of anything, I think. But I am doing this simply out of my love of watching movies and talking about movies. There was a point in my life where I did not have a creative outlet, and yeah, I was depressed. I had no meaning in life, or at least I felt like I didn't. But starting this channel almost 200 episodes ago, it's insane to me, and I'm so grateful for everyone that has supported me over the last two and a half years. I am forever grateful. I'm going to continue doing this until I can't do it anymore, whether it's because someone doesn't allow me to, or whether it's because, you know, something happens to me. But every time I meet one of these milestone reviews, so 100, 200, 300th review, I want to do it probably on my favorite character of all time, Batman. If you recall, my 100th episode was on The Dark Knight, which is my favorite movie of all time. So number 200, I want to talk about a Batman movie that is not controversial at all. That may or may not have started a whole movement when it comes to hashtag release the Snyder Cut. It was a movie that I had been watching and waiting for all of my life, and leading up to it, I couldn't sleep because I was just so excited to finally see it. And then I did, and well, you know what? I'm not going to spoil what my thoughts are on that movie. You'll just have to tune in next time for that review. So going forward, if you have any recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, please leave your comment below this video, or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter. Leave your recommendation there, and if I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout out on the channel. So guys, have you seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to this channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. And if you like what you saw here, if you like my take on movies, then hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot with growing this channel. And if you have friends, if you have family members that love hearing people talk about movies, please send them over my way, have them hit the subscribe button so that we can keep growing this thing. And remember, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will record myself watching Arachnophobia, which is a movie that I had seen as a kid. It scared the living shit out of me. I never want to see it again, but I'm willing to watch it again if we get enough subscribers here on this channel. So everyone, I will see you next time with my 200th movie review. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.